In the quaint town of Whiskerfield, a trio of distinctly different cats formed an unbreakable bond. Tux, a sleek black and white cat with a flawless tuxedo pattern, loved the indoors, reveling in the cozy warmth of plush cushions and sunlit corners of their shared home. Marmalade, a ginger tabby with striking amber eyes and a curious nature, found joy in the great outdoors. She spent her days exploring the gardens, chasing butterflies, and lounging in the sun. Lastly, there was Snowball, a pure white cat with heterochromia, one green eye and one blue. Snowball balanced between the two worlds, enjoying the thrill of the outside but cherishing the comfort of the inside equally. Their human, an elderly woman named Mrs. Hargreaves, adored them like family. Each day began with morning cuddles and a delicious breakfast, prepared specially for each cat's taste. The story began on a bright spring morning when the garden was in full bloom. Marmalade discovered an unusual object under the azalea bush, a small, shiny key. Curious, she grasped it gently in her mouth and brought it inside to Tux. Intrigued yet cautious, Tux suggested they consult Snowball. Snowball immediately recognized the key as belonging to a small chest Mrs. Hargreaves kept in her attic. Together, the trio made their way to the attic, a place filled with nostalgic memorabilia and forgotten treasures. There, they found the chest covered in a fine layer of dust. With some effort, the key fit perfectly into the lock. Inside, they discovered old photographs, handwritten letters, and a beautiful locket containing a picture of a young Mrs. Hargreaves and a gentleman. By afternoon, they heard Mrs. Hargreaves' footsteps coming up the stairs. She paused, seeing the cats gathered around the open chest. She smiled, tears welling in her eyes as memories of her youth flooded back. She took the locket in her hands and sat down with the cats, sharing stories of her adventures and love with the man in the photo, her late husband. The day ended with the cats nuzzling her affectionately, forming an even stronger bond with their beloved human. The discovery of the chest became a cherished memory, symbolizing the unspoken love and connection between Mrs. Hargreaves and her three furry companions. Days continued to pass in this cozy abode where love, curiosity, and adventure seamlessly intertwined.